Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and let's get straight into the charts. So this right here is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And obviously over the past 1 to 2 days, Bitcoin is playing out that short-term cool-off that we were expecting. And obviously over the past 1 to 2 days, the Bitcoin price has been cooling off in the shorter term, which is resetting the Bitcoin RSI on these slightly smaller timeframes. But while the Bitcoin price is still remaining above this previous low, which is coming in at around 40.1k, then technically speaking, the shorter-term trend on this 4-hour Bitcoin chart is still a bullish trend because we're technically forming higher lows and also higher highs because we have not confirmed a new lower high just yet. And when you're talking about the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, other than that support level sitting at around 40.1k, another important level to pay attention to is of course this level of resistance, which is sitting at around 42,500. And obviously for those of you that have been watching my recent Bitcoin update videos, this W pattern on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart only confirms a breakout to the upside if of course we break that level of resistance that I just mentioned. And now zooming out to the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, and first of all, the parabolic stopper inverse indicator is still sitting in the green, but we're now starting to see that short-term cool-off in the Bitcoin price over the past 1 to 2 days affect the 12-hour price oscillators, talking about the RSI and the MACD. As of right now, the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI is pretty close to neutral above anything else. It's pretty much right in the middle and isn't exactly in an uptrend or a downtrend because we're currently at the previous low, not a lower low or a higher low. And looking in the 12-hour Bitcoin MACD, we're currently still sitting in the green if you're looking in the histogram, but we're getting close to a possible bearish cross here on the 12-hour chart. So basically, as I said, the shorter-term trend in the Bitcoin price is still technically a bullish trend, but we're now starting to see some of these previous bullish signals that we're looking at in the 12-hour price oscillators fade away into something more neutral above anything else. And speaking of Bitcoin looking neutral, the larger trend on the daily time frame is still a sideways trend, even though we've seen plenty of short-term bearish and short-term bullish trends throughout this larger sideways trend, which by the way, if you've been following this channel for the last couple months, this has been an amazing trading range to buy and sell throughout this price range. But because the Bitcoin price is heading further into this tightening range, and also because the daily Bitcoin RSI is heading further into its tightening range, we're beginning to see less and less volatility recently. And so in terms of the larger trend on the daily time frame, right now it's still just a waiting game to see what direction the daily Bitcoin RSI will break out of this symmetrical triangle pattern, which will probably happen before the Bitcoin price breaks out of this price range. So essentially, the RSI could be a leading signal for the next major move in the Bitcoin price, but the next major move doesn't really get confirmed until we either break below this line of support, which is coming in at around 38,000, or this line of resistance, which is coming in at around 45 to 46,000. And of course, over here on the 3-day Bitcoin chart, nothing much has happened. Technically speaking, both the 3-day Bitcoin RSI and the 3-day Bitcoin MACD are still looking more bullish than bearish. But remember, Bitcoin still needs to break above that 45k to 46k level of resistance before these larger bullish signals take effect on the Bitcoin price. And just giving you a quick update on the US stock market today, this right here is the S&P 500 index on the daily time frame. And initially when the markets opened, today did start off as a green day, and since then we've seen a very slight sell-off. But obviously this is nothing compared to the week that we saw just last week. In fact, in case you didn't already know, last week's price action in the S&P 500 index was the biggest weekly gain in the S&P 500 index that we have seen since early November 2020. And even if the S&P 500 closes today in the red, we have still formed a higher high on the daily time frame. We've also formed some higher lows, not to mention this massive bullish divergence that is technically still playing out on the chart, as the RSI has seen an official breakout above this massive descending line of resistance. And technically speaking, everything that I just mentioned on the daily chart at least is bullish market structure for the stock market. But as I've mentioned time and time again, just because we've got some bullish signals here and we're seeing a lot of bullish price action just recently in the markets, that does not mean we're only going to play out bullish price action, because of course we do see some short-term bearish price action even during these bullish moves. And in order for the S&P 500 index to continue to form higher lows on the chart, obviously it must hold above this previous low, which is coming in at around 4160 approximately. So for as long as the S&P 500 is above that previous low, we're actually still looking pretty good here. And in case you are new to this channel, if the stock market sees a further recovery, that would really help assist Bitcoin in seeing a further recovery back to the upside as well. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And if you want to continue to make more money in crypto, even during the boring times in markets like this, then the 2 videos popping up right here on your screen are definitely for you, because they can help you make more money money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up, down, or sideways. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.